Hey guys, it is me again, Jenna. I know it's been a couple of days since I did a video, although I know last week I did quite a few videos, so figured I'd let you guys kind of catch up. So today I'm going to be talking about the 2012 movie, Would You Rather? I actually watched this movie for the first and only time actually, a few months ago. I think I came across it on Netflix or Amazon Prime or something, some streaming service. And I don't know. I feel like I had heard some pretty positive things about this, pretty hyped up. And then I watched it and I was like, eh, eh. Didn't really live up to the expectations, I guess. I just I don't know. It stunk, in my opinion. But yeah, but in this movie, so it stars. Let me get a couple of the stars out of the way. So it stars Brittany Snow, Sasha Grey, who I know was also in like Open Windows. Apparently was a former porn star or something. Kudos for you for trying to get out of porn. Um, Random. Also starring Jeffrey Combs from Reanimator, a lot of other things as well. And then also John Hurd, who has been in a ton of stuff too, but probably most people would know him from Home Alone. He was Kevin McAllister's dad. Um, so this movie is, basically what it is this young girl um, who, she gets offered to participate in this sort of like game or something, and if she ends up winning, she gets a ton of money, blah blah blah, and just kind of like she's like, I could use this, because she lost her parents. She has a younger brother who's sick, who has like cancer or something, and it's really stressful financially. It's very stressful and everything. So she's like, well, dude, if I can make a ton of money and hopefully sort of get some of this, stress and burden off of me, okay, fine, I'll do it, whatever. Um, and like this movie, like it was set up where I think I feel like it easily could be some really good like special effects and stuff. I mean, the storyline was okay, um, but yeah, like I said, I wasn't that thrilled with it. I mean, it's all right. Like maybe if I saw it on TV or something, yeah, I might watch it again, but I'm not definitely not like would seek it out to watch it necessarily. Like if I got it in like a horror pack or something, I'd be like, okay, cool, little addition to my movie collection, but not one I would go out and buy or anything. Um, So, so I kind of had mentioned like some of the like special effects. I feel like some of the special effects could have like really carried the movie, really could have made the movie interesting. But I just feel like they didn't take advantage of some of the like kills and stuff in it. Because like what this game is I mean it's pretty much like I feel like it's kind of like in the title. Would you rather? So basically, all these people that are invited to play this game to hopefully try and win this money is like these people, they go around and they're asked, would you rather do this or would you do rather do that? Um, and like like the movie, like the game kind of starts out very just ordinary. Like Brittany Snow's character, like they're eating. They get served dinner and like it's some sort of like meat or something like rib roast or something. I don't know, some meat related product, and she's kind of like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a vegetarian." And the kind of as like a starter, like a precursor to the game, the guy who is running this game, he's like, "Well, yeah, you're a vegetarian, but what if I paid you $5,000 to eat your meal?" You know, on top of possibly winning this prize money. and she's kind of like, like, do I go against my morals or do I make a quick, 5,000? Like, at least I'll be guaranteed 5,000 grand. So she eats it, whatever. Like, not a big deal. Like I said, it's very kind of like slow starting. And then the next person to have this opportunity, similar opportunity, is John Hurd's character, who we find out actually in the process that he's like a recovering alcoholic. Like he hadn't had a drink of alcohol in several years or something, and he gets offered like a ton of money to finish like a bottle of like whiskey or bourbon or something. Guys like, well, for like 50 grand or something, why don't you finish the bottle of whiskey or whatever? And it's like a whole bottle of whiskey, and everyone's kind of like, dude, he's a recovering alcoholic. Like, you're making him drink? Like, what? And like that part too, like I was even kind of like, no, don't. Like, yeah, it's 50 grand, but no, it's not worth it. Don't go back to drinking. Um, but he ends up kind of like caving in, it's like, oh, alcohol, that, you know, uh, sort of that like addiction and everything, and that like temptation of like, ooh, okay, maybe this one time. So he ends up like drinking it, and then like something happens like a few scenes later or something where he ends up getting like killed or something. Like I think it was in one of the parts of like, oh, involving another character of like, oh, would you rather? Um, so that kind of sucks. So he drank for no reason. But then like as it goes on, like there's other stuff in it where like one of the guys who gets killed, um, like one of his things is, would you rather like hold a firecracker in your hand, or would you rather whatever else? Like I forget exactly what it was. Like I said, I saw this a few months ago for like the one and only time I've seen it. And I was kind of like, ooh, like this is gonna be like, oh, like one of those kills. So I was kind of like, okay, like like, oh, how gory is it gonna be? And like, he's holding in his hand, it's lit, and you hear the little of the wick going down, and then it kind of like stops, and it's like nothing happens for a second. It's like, oh, must be a dud. And then literally they like, so they show him holding it, and then they kind of cut to his face, and then you hear like the pop, the snap or whatever of the firecracker, and you just see like the bits and pieces off screen like fly all over the place. I was like, dude, you could have taken the opportunity to like show a pretty cool kill. It's like, and you didn't. You just showed like the remnants. Kind of sucked. And then there's another guy too, who one of his things was like to cut off his like eyelid or something, or cut out his eye or something. And like I'm like, oh, when it comes to anything with eyes, I'm always like, oh. But I was able to like sit through that scene because once again they didn't like show anything, So it was just kind of like, that's lame. With movies like that where it's like you're kind of expecting like to see a little extra gore and stuff. I feel like they didn't go there. I feel like, and like I think this movie was like rated R. I'm pretty sure it was rated R, but I feel it's like more of like a PG or PG-13, like PG-13. Because yeah, that'd be stupid if it was PG. Still a stupid movie, regardless of what it's rated. But yeah, I feel like they didn't really take the chances that they could have with this movie. And I don't know, maybe some of the scenes that were cut, like the firecracker in the hand or the eye, maybe they were gonna show it, but MPAA like was like, no, can't do it. But yeah, for me it was kind of a disappointment because, like I said, I feel like I had heard quite a bit about this movie, like, oh, it's really good. Oh, it's kind of graphic. I was like, oh, didn't like it. Didn't like it. So I don't know. I mean, that's just my opinion. I mean, I know that once again, I know there's people out there who like this movie. I just didn't. I didn't. Very disappointed with it. But like I said, I mean, who knows? Like, if it's like on TV or something, maybe I'll check it out again. Or if I get it in like a horror pack or something, cool, whatever. But yeah, it just like I said, I feel like it didn't take the opportunities um that it really could have. Like I feel like it could have gone like a direction of like how Saw did, where it's like you're gonna see some like pretty crazy deaths and stuff, like some pretty gory deaths, but the movie just kind of sucked in that sense. So sorry. I don't know, in case any of you guys are wondering what I'm drinking some Smith and Forge hard cider. Like this stuff. What's going on me? Like it. Hmm. But sorry, I got to drink to try and forget about how horrible, you know, Would You Rather was. Um, but yeah, so that's my little 2 cents. Little 2 cents about Would You Rather. Let me know what you guys think. Because I always like to hear especially if it's a movie that I really don't like or I'm not really fond of. I like to hear if like people like and what they liked about it. So guys, if you guys want, let me know what you guys like about this movie. You liked it, or if you didn't like it, like me, let me know too. And if you do like it, kudos to you. I'm not gonna troll you about it. You know me. Everyone's welcome. All opinions are welcome. So, but yeah. So that's my little spiel, and I will probably see you guys in the next couple of days with another video. You guys have a great rest of your Sunday evening with what's left of it. And you guys have a good one. Have a great, great week, peeps.